Good morning and welcome to Daily Guidance with me, Wingishnibbe Mishakikwe, or Wingishnibbish Mishkikikwe. And that's how you say sweetgrass water medicine woman in Ojibwe. That's me, your friendly freaky ass medicine woman, Christianna Carr, or Chris Carr Superstar. All this divine being right here. And how are you, divine beings, right here too? How's it been going for ya? I just finished a Free Flowing Fridays. It's uploading now. I already did my SOS Tech Live. Again, I like to... Well, no. We're supposed to not be apologetic, right? When it was calling. But, for those who needed me, just to let you know, don't know already, my Eagle Sister's husband made the transition to the Blue Road on Sunday. So that's where I have been, back and forth with her. Yesterday I got to go replenish and refuel, as according to our cards, right? We got to balance that work and play, because even though to me it's my family, this is stuff that I just do naturally. It's not work to me, right? But it is work. Even though I love to do it, it's still work, and we still need to balance that work and rest, right? Just like we have to balance work and play. So let's get right into her today. I got more replenishing to do because I made plans a couple of weeks ago to go to a trailer. So instead of just dropping all my plans, I need to still live my life as well, okay? Because then I wouldn't want my Eagle Sister to feel like guilty, like she's taken from other people, right? So I don't want her to feel that. I need to get there. I want to get there to be with her, but I need to recharge. So I don't want to bring any kind of negative energy, like I'm drained, like it would feel like I'm tired, because I know I'm sensitive to that kind of stuff too. I was really sensitive. See how tired my mom was, right? And that makes me not want to ask for help, because I don't want to take away from others, right? So it's nice to have that help that knows how to refuel themselves too. So if I'm going to help somebody, see, I like to practice what I preach. I need to refuel myself, right? Get into my dream time, take that rest, intuition, infinity within that moon, right? I'm connected to that moon and those emotions as well. So I need some time to let that waters flow, or to go jump in the water, which is good. That's how I end the struggle. That was what I shared on the video that came up on the bottom. These are the medicine woman tarot. I'm just going to set them aside, and we're going to go into our regulars here. So here's our vibe cards. Here we go. So let's go into our daily vibe for today, and heading into the weekend. What's the lessons that may come up? What's the lessons we can reflect on that we've already learned? Because again, these are lessons that we all go through. I'm not here to tell you your future, because nobody knows your future except for you and the source, right? I've always been a firm believer. Once they tell you your future, they've already changed it, because we can see different options. We might be able to see different options, but if you choose something else, well, hey, you've changed that future. Oh, look, at spirit is here. That's the inner knowing. We have that wisdom within us, right? So really, when you're watching readings and stuff like that, listen to what's coming through inside, because that's part of your messages too. That's what makes them more personal to you, right? Because all the reader can do is do that general energies, unless you're sitting right in front of them, right? Then they can tune into you specifically. I mean, I believe in long distance stuff too, because I've been seeing and feeling the effects of that. Thank you very much. I hope you feel my love coming to you too. So let's call in all of our directions here. Bring all of our energies back to us, because we get so scattered these days and age, especially with all these energies. We are affected by those celestial beings out there that we call planets and stars, right? It has an effect on our Mother Earth. How could it not have an effect on these little beings right here, right? So, and then we've had eclipses, and that Mercury's in retrograde. If you learn more about it, again, that's how you can see how it affects you in your own life, because it is. We are all affected by it all. There are things that they are starting to blend psychotherapy and astrology, because it says so much to look at a birth chart. It says so much about what a person would be going through. right? Then the psychology helps. Anyways, it's not my expertise. I know little bits. I'm eclectic. I take a little bit from everywhere. It's okay. That's what makes me so weird, right? There's no one source for, well, there's one source for me, but it comes through many different things, so it doesn't all look like the one source. Though it is. To me, it is. So, we call back all of our energies from the east. That's the path. Place of clarity and illumination. That's the place of man, of fire. Then we call back all of our energies from the south. That's the innocence, the child, the emotions, the waters. We call back all of our energies from the west. That is the place of introspection, the place of woman, the physical, the earth. And we call back in all of our energies from the north. Those are our wisdom years. That's the mental quadrant. That's the air. And we walk our red road. We go, our earth walk from south on childhood, right? The loyalty, like dogs, right? The dog will still be loyal even to the one that beats it and abuses it because it feeds it. And it's just like us as children. Sometimes we're loyal to our abusers because that's all we know until we know something different. So we go from childhood to adulthood, hopefully learning that that's not our fault, right? That our loyalty should be to our source and to ourselves, right? To our source within ourselves. There we go. And then we purify that up into the north. We clear that. Hopefully. Sometimes we get to be old fuddy-duddies, still stuck on the same circles and still stuck in the same stuff, so we can purify that, change cycles as we go. And then we'll cross over into that blue road of spirit. We cross into the spirit from the east from the west, right? We are born in the eastern door. We come in through that eastern door and we exit life through that western door to join that spirit, but it keeps that circling, right? Enter the western door to come in the east. So it goes east to west, right? And that's our timing. We connect with that timing, and that first sound that we hear is the heartbeat of our mother, and that drum connects us to our mother. And there was a story I heard too, because women was gifted the drum to men because men was not respecting, so they gifted the drum. Men was not respecting woman. That's why woman gave them the drum. And women can take that power by picking up that drum again, by taking that power back, by beating that drum again. I'm not clear on that story, so don't quote that. So look that up if you're interested. That sparks an interest. Look that up for yourself. Find those stories. Seek out those stories. Don't just take my word for it. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? It's coming through me. I gotta watch this again to see what I've been saying. So, east to west is the blue road of spirit. We connect with that heartbeat. Also that rattle. Love it, love it. East to west, that camouflage, right? The spirit. It's kind of camouflage because spirit looks like you. Looks like me. Looks like those trees. Looks like this rock. Right? It's camouflaged. But it's always, always there. Fox is a great protector. It knows how to get its little kits hidden so they don't get picked up by the predators. So it's there. Spirit is there. Always. It's camouflaged. Always there. All right. Above. Whoa. And it's gentle. It does not speak with force. Gentle. The above is gentle. Does not speak with force. It does not yell. Does not scream. Does not throw the bricks at us. That, my dears, my darlings, we all do to ourselves. Spirit is always gentle and kind and loving with us. We are hard on ourselves and each other. That's where that comes in. Not from spirit. Spirit's always gentle with us. Above, below, and within. There we go. We'll spread them out. There we go. We'll get the show on the road. Okay, yes, because I've got a couple things to do today. I'm going to check in with my eagle sister there, too. I'm going to send her a text, or I'm going to just give her a call. I think so. I can talk to her, hear her voice. She's got somebody else checking in with her today, so I can relax, and I'll go tomorrow. Yay. But I'll let her know I'm coming tomorrow. So then today, this day that we're working on this, and then there may be into the weekend, the main energy that we can be looking at, this one on the top here wants to come. This one right here. Okay, right. The dream time, the unlimited visions that we have of ourselves. All 6 was in the other one. 6 of Pentacles. On my SOS deck, 6 of Pentacles. What are we growing? The unlimited vision that you have of yourself. The unlimited vision that Creator had of itself. We're all part of that unlimited vision. We're all growing and expanding on that unlimited vision. I was just watching a YouTube thing from Wayne Dyer. That's something to say to yourself 5 minutes before bed. A bedtime meditation by Wayne Dyer. And here I put out that little poem and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm saying I am God. That's awful. You know, oh my goodness, this could get me in trouble. That's part of that meditation, because I do believe we all are part of that. We all are that. We are our mother and our father, but we are all our own selves, growing and expanding on that collective consciousness, expanding on that knowledge for all, right? Getting to know itself. That's that introspection. Look at how you're connected in that. I spoke about ant a little bit, as we were getting teachings yesterday, how ants all travel together, right? But when there's one, it just wanders around aimlessly. But when they're connected, they all know where they're going. Another thing about ant knows what to do. It doesn't need a boss. It goes, yeah, I'm good at this, and goes and does that. So when we take that time and we look at ourselves, because we have this unlimited vision, we could be anything, right? Oh my God, try this, and everybody will have advice for you. But it's time to take that inside. What is your special talents? What are your gifts? Even if they look like somebody else's, they don't have your flavor, right? So don't limit yourself by going, oh, there's too many of that out there, so I can't do that. Get in touch inside. What sparks your fire? What brings you to life? And then share that. Because if you're doing that and you're putting your passion and your love into everything, those are the kinds of things that change the world, right? That inspires others then to do the same. Stand up, be yourself. Look at that, Marianne Williamson, right? Our thing is that we play small, right? Who are we to play small? We are part of this great oneness divine. Be you. Big, bright, beautiful lights. Let them shine. Let them shine. Okay. Let's look at that. Let's take it introspection, because introspection, right? We're going to go take that look in first. That's that woman's side. So we're pulling that woman's side first. Put that up there. And then the male side, that action that we take afterwards. And there we go. Okay, and then it wants to tell us an overall, because I see here we have a path on the bottom and a totem on the top. A bit more for this week in the whirling rainbow of peace, right? Coming together, bringing yourself full and whole and complete to yourself, because each individual needs to be a whole and complete for us to connect with others. And then we're all whole and complete, because we need that connection to all, right? We need that connection. And that's where we find the peace, where we stop saying, you have to do it my way, right? No, you have to do it my way. Okay, I gotta kill you then, right? I was just saying on the other one, if we're gonna do wars, let's do dance wars, right? No, you lose. Now you need to dance my way for a time. Maybe just go dance your own way. There's no need to fight. There's enough fighting and examples of that. It's time to be reborn, right? The whole world. And each one, individual, it all begins within. That's how we change the world. That's how we find peace on earth, because there's peace on earth already. Begin within. You look at the little bits. Look at how we all come together. That unity, that wholeness is achieved when we have, disasters and where people pull together to send love and light. Look at Standing Rock, to stand up for the water. Look at when we've had those hurricanes and stuff, and people come together for that relief. Sometimes it seems like just a fad, though, right? Because it goes out of the media much sooner than they've had it, the help that they need, right? You know what I mean? Like they lose interest in them after a while, right? And they might not even be completely healed from it. Anyway, whirling rainbow and the rebirth. Those are other things to think of this weekend. What's being reborn into your life? How are you rebirthing yourself? Because we'll all go through that, right? Mini death, little rebirth, right? Each breath is a death and rebirth, right? So what is that for you? Let's take that introspection and go inside and look at that. It's time for that retreat, right? Because we take that action, but there is a time to retreat. There is a time to go back into that dream time and see. Because as we're getting more pieces of the puzzle, we might not see how it all goes together. So we need to go into that dream time and get that higher perspective to see that bigger picture, that fuller picture, right? And then until we're guided to take that next step. So you retreat until you get that guidance to take that next step, right? Because we can't just keep going aggressive because what happens, right? But we might be about, well, I wouldn't call it aggressiveness, but like when a mother is nursing a sick child. You know, they call that aggressiveness. You know, when you're trying to bring that fever down, or you're sitting with them through the whole night, or like we do for our sisters, and our soul family. We're there, right? Might be hard, but we'll push that body to get there, but we need to take that time to rest. So we need to balance that out with the action and the inaction. Sit, retreat, and send our prayers too. Okay, because those are very important as well. Sometimes it's not something we can do physically. Sometimes all we can do is send our prayers. Sometimes they're too far away that we can't get there as much as we'd like to be there. So we can retreat. We can send our love, right? And be assertive in standing your boundaries too, right? Saying, no, I cannot take on anymore. I need to take care of myself too. Because there's no sense in then, right? You need that time to retreat, but you keep pushing your body, and then you're sending a different kind of energy then. Then it's not a helpful energy, because then you're attaching that negative energy to it. So you make sure you have that time to retreat, and don't just keep pushing that body. Listen to your body. Listen to your body when it says rest, okay? Because our body will scream at us. Universe don't scream at us. Remember, it's gentle. Our bodies will, though. Our bodies feel no which way about screaming at us. I want to put those up there so you can see those. That's an overall thing. Okay, and then the male energy here. This is the actions to take, right? Connect. Get grounded. Connect to your roots. This has been coming up a lot because it's so important. We all need to connect to our roots, and we all have the same roots on this Mother Earth. We all come from the same source, no matter what you call it. It's about time to see that. Let's stop being nitpicky about the words that we call it. Because I like that. That was in that video. The Tao that can be named is not the Tao, right? So the God that can be named is not the God. It's nameless. It takes so many forms. Wayne Dyer. Did I say that? It was the Wayne Dyer video that I watched. That, of course, is not Wayne Dyer, but who said that? He read the Tao. He read the Tao. He was right into the Tao. What a beautiful being. Anyways, so tap into those roots. What nourishes you? What nourishes your soul? And take those actions and nourish that, right? Don't be calling in your fears. It's releasing those fears, right? It's that worry. 5, that introspection, right? Looking in, and that's what we were learning too, who taught us those lessons. How did we learn those most important lessons? How do we get those courage to face those fears? Remember the story about Rabbit is calling in his fears. Rabbit had, it was a beautiful witch, magical witch that was Rabbit's friend. I forget the name of it in the story. But that friend of Rabbit's used her powers to help Rabbit. And as Rabbit was benefiting from those powers, and then Rabbit's friend used those powers to help somebody else who was in trouble, and performed and helped heal somebody. And then Rabbit all of a sudden got scared and said, oh my goodness, you're using magical powers. You are a witch, and I'm afraid of you, or whatever. So then the witch cursed Rabbit, saying, well, you're just going to call in everything you fear. Like, I've been friends with you, and this was no problem, but I helped somebody else, and now you're calling me a witch? So here you go. You're going to call in all your fears. So Rabbit's out one day and sees Eagle up in the sky. Eagle doesn't see Rabbit. And Rabbit wants to say to Eagle, I'm not afraid of you. So start shouting out, I'm not afraid of you, Eagle. I am not afraid of you. Screaming and screaming. Well, Eagle was looking for the lunch, sees Rabbit, eats Rabbit. You're calling in your fears. So we can look at that, right? Love what my counselor says. She's not the first one. Face everything and rise. Like that. F everything and run. But this is what we can do, right? We can free ourselves, evolve, get atonement, and then reach high, right? Recharge. I don't know. Make it up for yourself. So that's the action today. See where you have called in your fears. Have a chuckle at yourself for doing that and have that rebirth. You circle that with the whirling rainbow of peace. That helps situations or people, wherever that fear, whatever you're fearing, bring in that whirling rainbow of peace. Ask for that help. Tap into those roots. Because, hey, you've gotten through everything so far. You're here. You can tell. What? You know, you've been a survivor. You've survived this long. It's time to thrive. Time to thrive. Enough with just staying alive. Time to thrive. Okay? Release those fears. Go into those dream times and introspection to help you with that, right? Where have you been aggressive? Where have these fears been aggressive with you? So retreat into that, right? And then you can allow yourself to be reborn. Surround it with the whirling spirit there, and then you go, let the records be revealed of what you need to do. There's our morning star. Okay, grounded and centered, and look at all the gifts that you have that have come to you that you have to share. Okay, beautiful, blessed beings. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Share. That'd be great. I would love to hear from you. And like I said, I don't think I'll be in on Saturdays. Maybe I'll just do these daily readings just on the dailies, the weekdays, Monday to Friday. And then the Saturdays, I'll say for celebration Saturdays and Sundays where I might draw a card. We'll work it out, right? It all comes in. We've got to integrate it slowly and we'll see, right? Because it's divine will, not my will. I'm led by my source and by my love and light. It's not just mine. It's there for everybody too. Because there ain't nothing I can do that you can't do too. I just do it my way. You do it your way. Love you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes. Thank you. Lots of love coming your way. For a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day.